Okay, Q&A. Stay tuned till the end because a guest appearance is coming up at the end of the video. But first question, let's get right into it. Am I a better poker dealer or poker player? Interesting question. Without context, I gotta say it two ways. So, compared to others doing the same thing, I would need to say player, because I don't think there are more than 1% of people who play who win. So I think if you're a winning player, any amount, you're ahead of so many other people who play. So I would say, comparatively, I'm a better player. However, dealing is more finite than playing. There's kind of like a limit on the things you need to do, the things that come up a lot, the things you need to do well, do efficiently. Playing, there's just like, still, after like 20 years, there are scenarios I've never seen before, and it's difficult to like know the full extent of your playing abilities when the like learning and the new experiences never end, and it also evolves. I mean, new games show up, so like back in the day, there were probably only dealers who could deal a 7-card stud. They had to learn how to deal limit hold'em, no limit hold'em, PLO, etc. But still, like once a new game happens, you practice it a little, and then you know it. Like, it's not like dealers are dealing like, you know, backhanded or like, you know, behind their backs or like through their legs, or like the cards are made out of some really, really weird material or anything like that. So I feel like in that sense, it's easier to become a better dealer than player. Next one, do I think larger pots should mean larger tips? Okay, that's a good question. I know a lot of people say no. A lot of people just do, a lot of people who talk about it say no. Although, if you pay attention while you're playing, a lot of people tip more on bigger pots. I think most people are just being generous. The reason I tip more on bigger pots is a mistake is really bad. So, when the pot is small, say it's like a $15 pot, a mistake isn't catastrophic in the least. Like usually, even if there's a need to go to surveillance, two players will just say, whatever, just split the pot, let's move on, and the floor is often okay with that. If it's like a $500 pot, a $1,000 pot, a mistake not only could have your money being sent to another player, a mistake could mean the game is massively paused because you need to get this right, go to surveillance, fish cards out of the muck, things like that. So when a large pot is dealt properly with no mistakes, that's more valuable. That's the reason I tip larger on larger pots. It's not just like to be nice and generous. I have a reason why I do it, but I do it, and that's my ideology. Larger pots should lead to larger tips. And penultimate question, before I get to the last question, special guest appearance on the last question, so stay tuned for that. Question verbatim at the bottom, but question about health and fitness on the road. For one, I understand in Vegas there's going to be a lot of walking because I bounce casinos. Even if I don't bounce casinos in a day, if I start in Excalibur and walk to Aria, like they're not that close. Like that's solid there and back, but there's plenty of walking there to Aria. Here to Aria, I'm in Excalibur right now. Aria has a giant list, so then I just keep walking, go to Bellagio, play Bellagio for a little bit, go to Bally's, walk back. Like there's a lot of walking. I'm so aware of it that when I play like Council Bluffs or Baltimore for a while, I'm aware that walking isn't part of my life, and sometimes just well before I go play, just like take walks around the neighborhood to like make up for it, like emulate like I'm still in Vegas. But you could go to the fitness centers of varying hours. Right now I'm in Excalibur. It's only open 12 hours a day. A little annoying. Harrah's is 24 hours. I don't know. Bally's definitely has hours. It's like in that hallway to the monorail. Don't know tons, but there's a fitness center in all these places. So you could use that. Also, you could do plenty just in your room, some body weight things. But I also have these resistance bands. So get a lot done. Some of it just for stretching, but yeah, I have 3 of them. This is the least resistance, but you could add resistance just by kind of curling it up. And yeah, you could do a lot with this. Kind of tough to do some leg things with it, I found, but you could do a lot, arms, shoulders, back. Even find it kind of odd to do some chest things with it. They want you to like put it behind your back and then go forward, and I just feel like it's just like digging into my back when I do this. But Oh yeah, you could get a lot done just in your room with these. I usually reserve these for Airbnbs, and when I stay at motels, I usually stay at the cheapest kind, like Red Roof, places that don't have fitness centers. But if you stay at a higher caliber, like Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn, I imagine all those types of places have a fitness center. So in the casino's fitness center, I'm aware Vegas is going to have a lot of walking, and usually reserve these bands for when I'm in an Airbnb. Now, special guest filmed well in advance, but I've been saving this clip off to the last question. All right, now, change of pace. I'm the one asking the question. So, Herbs and Rye is right here next to me. I'm gonna ask him, and you'll see why at the end. Actually, we determined this in September. The farthest east you have ever played poker is Council Bluffs, as of September.
I believe so.
So what's the farthest north you've ever played? Casinos only.
San Francisco area, Lucky Chances Casino.
Is that
It's in Colma. It's like near Oakland.
No, but is Thunder Valley? You played there, right?
Yeah, but I think this is north of that.
I don't know which ones, but okay, Northern California. What about the farthest south you've ever played poker?
Oh, I take it back. I have played even more north of that. I played near Clear Lake in Humboldt County. Don't remember the name of the casino.
That's California?
Yeah.
All right. What about the farthest south?
Almost Mexico.
So San Diego?
National City. 7 Mile.
Never played in New Orleans?
Nope.
Florida?
Florida, yes.
Well, what city in Florida?
Tampa.
Oh, that's farther south than California.
Oh, and it's also farther east than Council Bluffs.
Oh, yeah, by a lot.
By a lot.
All right, so the farthest east, okay, good thing. Here's the graphic. Farthest east, Tampa, Florida. Farthest south, Tampa, Florida. Farthest north, what was it again?
Lucky Chances Casino.
And that part of California is also the westernmost part. That might be the westernmost you've ever played also. That was my last question.
Wait, no, it was that casino in Humboldt County, but I can't remember
All right.
the name of it.
But like that part of California is farther west than LA, San Diego, because of the state, the shape of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Ask him because I am prepared with my farthest north, south, east, west. On the road trip here, Matt from Australia wanted me to make maps. Other people who don't live in the US appreciated those maps, and my mind was just on maps so much that I decided to think, what's the farthest north, south, east, west I ever played poker? And I'm gonna end this Q&A video with this outro. I don't know, outro isn't the right word because this is very long. Just this pre-made segment on the four corners. That's the file name on my computer. It's been there for weeks. What does it say? Four corners ending. That's what I named it. Here it is. Okay, map of the US. Farthest north I have ever played poker. The casino, Potawatomi. The city, Milwaukee. The state, Wisconsin. Very interesting. I actually had to look up the latitudes because I've actually never played here, but in Utica, New York, there's a casino called Turning Stone. And that was a big deal when I was younger because you only had to be 18 to play there. It is, unfortunately, a really long drive from central Long Island, so me and my friends never went there. But if I had played there, it is actually a little bit more north than Milwaukee by less than 1/10 of a degree. I checked the latitudes. However, never been there. So Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the farthest north I've ever played. East is Foxwoods. A few are very close. In the 7 states in one day challenge, I played in Mohegan, which is like a 10-minute drive west, and I also played in Springfield, Massachusetts, which is north and slightly to the west. But Foxwoods and Mohegan, both in the state of Connecticut, very close to each other. Foxwoods is the one farther east to the west. Officially, state line, Nevada. Although you're in the Lake Tahoe area, that was late 2023. I was there with Herbs and Rye, and you can see the shape of California makes it such that the Southern California poker rooms are well to the east of Tahoe. So you might be thinking, oh, Los Angeles, before you look at a map. No. Tahoe is west and one more left, south. The farthest south I ever played was just last year. New Orleans, Louisiana, the casino, Caesars New Orleans. And there you go. These are the four corners
farthest north, south, east, west I've ever played, but you could see there are opportunities to expand this in every direction. I could play much farther north and play in Washington. I haven't, but I can. I can play slightly more west if I ever play the Northern California poker rooms. I can play farther south if I go into Florida. Not sure Jacksonville, which is the northernmost room in Florida, would be farther south than New Orleans, but definitely the Miami area, of course, even the center of the state. And I could get a little bit more east. Boston has a casino. It's slightly outside Boston. New Hampshire has poker clubs. Not sure if I was including clubs in this, because this is all casinos, but definitely the opportunity to go a little more in every direction. If I ever do it, I will let you know. And remember, rice is a spoon food.